Hi everyone, welcome back. Happy Monday, September 29th, 12/22, or whatever that just said in my neck of the woods. Um, I'm gonna kind of leave Lori alone here for a second because she doesn't deserve this, whatever this is gonna be. But I'm one of those people that can't make a long story short, so I'm gonna try my best. But we talked about in one of my previous, one or two of my previous Lori uh, videos. We talked about my diagnosis with doctors and things like that. That was last Friday that my doctor had gotten in touch with me with the psychiatrist's report. So I told you guys all the letters. I did forget one because I was diagnosed with it in 2000 and it's PTSD. So there's another four letters taken out of the alphabet for me, and I'm sure probably many of you. Um, but I wanted to do this because I noticed it sparked some interest in people who may or may not be going through the same thing, but um, really like the idea that I was kind of bringing a little bit of awareness to it. Because you know what, guys? Um, no one should have to suffer through any of this bullcrap alone. And I've been doing it for a long time. And if I have to get my support from a platform, that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm lacking it here in my personal life, which I don't want to get a whole bunch into. But for instance, I was dealing with a situation last night where someone that I know very closely um, said something that bothered me, and I reacted to it, not angry, not anything, but I was just to the point and clear in what I had to say. And this person looks at me and says, "Oh, who am I talking to today? Is this Linda? Is this Sarah? Is it Rachel?" Oh man, I'll tell you right now. They pulled this whole borderline personality thing as multiple personalities. You see how dumb people are? Uneducated, ignorant. They don't even care to know, but they don't mind for a second opening their freaking mouths and making comments like that. You know, what's a person supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with that? I got fucking mad. And I'm telling you right now, I got so mad that I played into what that person was saying. I said, you keep it up. Keep it up. I said, I'll fucking call 9 more of them out on you, you bitch. Like, don't. I shouldn't have made that whatever, but I did. I was fuming. I saw red because there's a lot of people that do that, and not because they're ignorant, because they're just fucking mean. Okay, and we don't need that shit in our lives. We need people who know and are educated and understand so that we can be there for each other. Um, I'm going to bring up a few comments that were made on my last videos because, again, like I said yesterday, all of your guys' comments are important, whether they be about worry, um, mental health, whatever the case may be. They're all important. But I did have someone say, somebody, they thanked me for bringing awareness. Um, you're welcome. But they were right. Um, we all need to kind of stick together through this. And at the end said, we got this. Well, if we're working together instead of against each other, like I happen to have happened in my personal life, then maybe I don't know. It seems like when somebody says something like that, it pulls me 10 steps back. And I'll tell you, I went to bed last night so angry, so upset. And who wants to go to bed like that at night? Nobody. Like Lori would say, nobody. Um, so yeah, that's difficult. And again, like I said, I'm going to read out a few comments. I'm not going to say names. If you, I'm sure if you want, I mean, your name is obviously by the comment, but I'm not going to personally say it out loud. If you want to go see the comment, just jump on over and see the comment. Maybe you know the person. Maybe they're your friend. Um, Maybe you can keep this person in mind for your own support too. Also, you know what I mean. So, um, the medication. I said I was going to start the medication today, which I'm going to. I'm going to start it before I go to bed so that I can try and maybe sleep through some of the side effects, if any. He's starting me on a very low dose because of this Steven Johnson syndrome thing, which I am petrified of. And someone else in my comment had mentioned that a family member of theirs had gotten Steven Johnson syndrome, and they they succumbed to that um, result. And um, with the research that I've done and the reading that I've done about it, it may only happen in 10% of people, but I'm telling you, it happens. It happens. And I've said it before. And this person also said that, if there's only a 10% chance of that side effect happening, we're going to be part of that 10%. I always am, always. And sorry guys, you're hearing my ice maker again in the background. That's one of my routine things. I don't know. That's something that if I don't do anything else, I make ice. Okay. That's just a routine thing for me. I try to keep that going because I love my ice. But anyway, yes. I'm going to start my medication tonight. I'm going to see how that goes. And I might report in daily about how it's making me feel. I'm really scared to death because Steven Johnson syndrome is not the only side effect. Like, there are lots. But I'm just going to pray and hope that um, I sleep through any bad side effects. But with that being said, a lot of them do hang around with me for the next day, like throughout my day. So I'm suspecting the next 7 to 14 days for me, or however long the first small dose lasts. I don't know if it's for a week, 2 weeks, I don't know. But I just don't suspect I'm going to be feeling all that well. I did find out that medication will not be replacing any of my other medications, which really upset me too, because I thought, um, when I was talking to my doctor last week, he said the psychiatrist does want you to keep taking your Wellbutrin, but didn't say anything about any of the other medications. And I am not only on one antidepressant, anti-psych, whatever medication. So I take so now we have the lamotrigine. So that's one. Then we have escitalopram, aka Cipralex, 2. Then we have Wellbutrin, 3. And then we have Seroquel, 4. Um, clonazepam, 4 milligrams a day. That's 5. Okay, so that's just 5 antidepressant slash psych meds that I'm on. The others, one's for my stomach, one's for my blood pressure, and I think that's it. And I puffer. Sorry. So no, my medicine bag is not going to get any smaller. If anything, it's going to get bigger, and that wasn't my goal. But right now, my goal is not the size of my medicine bag. It's the size of, I mean, it's how I feel. I need to get better. We need to get better. Doctor says psychiatrist did um, suggest therapy, but I'm in Canada. Healthcare is free. Everybody thinks that's a great thing, but it's not, because you have to wait. Um, you have to wait to see. What am I waiting to see? Oh, it took me 3 years just to get in to see um, the ADHD uh, dude. He's a psychiatrist. He can pretty much diagnose everything. Um, and then I ended up paying for one, but I can't afford to be doing that shit. And you know what? It never fucking worked for me anyway. They did all this cognitive behavioral therapy crap. They gave me the fucking happy circle wheel. Like, whatever. Like, I cannot grasp those things. Okay. I learned better by just people and their words, I guess. I don't know. I can't explain it. But moving on. Yes, the comments. I'm not going to put them on the screen. I'm going to read them on my other phone because, yeah, I'm just going to do that. I pinned one comment. Um, I'm sure this person get a notification that their comment was pinned because I really, really liked it. Didn't like it at the same time. I don't like it up for you because, like, that's rough. But this person says, I'm supposed to be taking opioids and downers for this and uppers for that. It's so annoying. I'm glad that you're bringing actual awareness about mental health. This is important. Yes, I agree. It is important. Thank you, girl. You got this. Listen, I appreciate you saying that so much, and I really hope that I do. I know it's easier said than done. I'm 42 and barely told I have the dreaded ADHD. Now, I do know, and I have been told, that the later in life you're diagnosed, it's worse, and especially if you're a woman. So I hate that for you also. Um, where are we going here with this? Um, I know it's easier said than done. Okay, I read that. They told me it's difficult to diagnose as a female. Yes, I was told that also. I guess we're special at everything, damn it. Oh, I so agree with you. We just rock. We rock it all. Just right out. Um, it never stops with us women, does it? No, 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 it doesn't. Just, what to say? Like, just because we survive and shit, don't mean we be throwing, don't mean keep throwing shit at us. Come on. Like, I couldn't agree with that comment even more. That comment was great. And I appreciate you very much. Um, Another comment was about Lori, and I appreciate your comments, but this is not going to be about Lori at all, I don't think, right now. Someone else had mentioned, girl, I have ADHD. I did so much research and I can completely understand what you're going through. Well, I'm really glad that you can, because I think you did. Yes, you said you'd love to help. So, you know what? Knowing that is half the battle. But the rest of your comment read, I went and got genetically tested to see what chemical compounds will work best with my body. I'd love to help in any way I can. I struggled with the diagnosis, but love the results of ADHD. I needed to be on medicine for a while. That's where I put my mindset that I could do it without the help. I need the help of medication. I'm not ashamed to say that. And I'm very proud of you for saying that, because you know what? There's so many people that are scared to tell people they're on medication. You know why? Because of people like me that live around people arseholes like I do. Simple as that. Um, did I lose my place? I'm not ashamed to say that. A stimulant actually lowers my blood pressure because the medicine calms me down. It doesn't ramp me up, it just calms. Almost like I function like a normal brain person. And you know what? I would love, love, love to feel like that again. I still have no hope that I'm going to. Um, there's a reason they didn't put me on a stimulant, and I know it's not just because I said I didn't want to, but I think it has to do with the way my anxiety is, and um, an actual can of pop like Pepsi will ramp me right up. I'll be I'm a mess. I'm just a plain mess if I mess with anything like that. So I think maybe that's uh that's what that's supposed to do. Um all the rest of the comments are I have another one. I did mention this one. I'm also one of those people that get the bad side effects. If something's going to go wrong, it goes wrong with me. Me too. I actually lost a young cousin. Yes, this is the one that I was talking about at age 4 to Stephen Johnson's. And that's scary as and that scares the hell out of me for you. It scares the hell out of me for me too. I'm gonna be watching my skin like a hawk. Okay. Um, I wasn't going to say anything, but my not saying anything won't change your outcome in the slightest. So there it is. We just have to decide. And you're so right about that. Not telling me is just counterproductive. It's just not. I need to know. I need to know. So don't anybody ever be afraid. Just, like, because I get nervous about this and nervous about that. I need to hear the reality of it all. Um, they go on to say, we just have to decide if the risk is worth the benefit. And only you can answer that for yourself. And that's so true. And that's why I'm starting my medication today. I'm going to give it the time that it needs. Um, although those timelines, they seem to vary a lot. I'm just going to do my best. They go on to say, one thing I strongly suggest, and I'm not your doctor, so do what feels what's right for you. Start the meds a few days apart. And I remember seeing this on TikTok somewhere also. Um, so yeah, this is interesting. Um, start the meds a few days apart. It's never a good idea to start more than one medication or add more than one new food to your diet at the same time. Because if you do and have a reaction, now you have to figure out if it was the food or the medicine, which completely makes sense. So I'm going to take that advice also. Talk to your doctor and see what he says about timing. But I'd be surprised if he didn't agree about staggering them. You know what? I'm going to call. My doctor's not in today because I already called. I'm going to call my pharmacist and bring that up to them and see what they say because that really. I'm not starting 2 new medications. I'm only starting one. Okay, I'm starting the lamotrigine. All the other medicines I've already been on for a long time. So we'll see that how that goes. Um, someone else mentioned happy Sunday, everyone. Wow, Tammy girl, I can just imagine going through ADHD while having something else. So confusing. Like, do I have to get through the ABCs to remember my meds? You aren't joking. Like, it's for real. They went on to say, I'm sorry, girl. I feel you. I have issues with therapy. And that's just me, though. Yes, everybody's different, but I'm the same way. I have issues with therapy. It just does not do anything for me. And it actually fucking irritates me even more. Why? I don't know, but it just does. It's like you just met me 5 minutes ago. Now you're telling me no, 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 no. That's not how it goes for me. Um, So that was that. Or someone else mentioned. I'm not sure of your age. I'm 54. I am 49. I'm about to turn 50 in May for myself. They go on to say, could be a form of premenopause. Yes, I also know that I'm going through that perimenopausal crap. But the sweating and everything else, I just thought that the getting hot and the sweating and everything else was from that. So, but you could be so right. This person goes on to say that they're on an antidepressant and it helps. So I'm glad to hear that about you. Yes, this is the person that mentioned the other name for the prescription. They said, don't be scared to take Lamictal, which is the other name for Motrigine. I take 300 milligrams a day. Oh dear. So a question for you, if you hear this, was it did they start you at a low dose, and how long did it take you to get up to 300 milligrams? They said they can't spell the doctor version, but the one that starts with the LAM, yes, the Motrigine, that's right. So thank you for your comment. I very much appreciate that. Um, hmm. And yes, the rest of the comments are about Lori, and they're great. You all are great. Let's just keep calling her out on her crap. I don't know how to. I really don't know how to end this video. Because I don't want it. I don't want to drag it on. But this is just a little thing. Wish me luck with my new medicines. If you guys don't see me in a few days, you're gonna know why. I'll be all right. Uh, Gosh, I hope it just like knocks me out or does something. I don't know. I don't know. I just hope that it works at the end of the tunnel. I'm not seeing any light yet, but I'm used to that because I've been quite ill for quite a lot of years. Um, and then you got these people that are running around saying they're not, but saying other people are, and they need to take their meds and this and that. Like, what a mess! Just stop. So, anyway, guys, thanks for hanging around and listening and giving me your advice. If I have any questions or any concerns, I will definitely let you guys know because you guys seem like, you seem like a nice little group to have around for support. Not that that's what you're here for, but if you're offering it up, I'm not gonna say no thanks. I don't need your advice. No, I'd never do that. The more knowledge, the better. Knowledge is power. Educate, you know, like Miss Lori says. Anyways, I'm gonna go see what's up with little Miss Lori today. Um, I'm sure that the spiral is spiraling and court tomorrow, y'all. Court tomorrow. And I heard that they're wrapping it all up, except for maybe one of the cases. Um, but I'm sure by now she knows that everything, it's not going to be put over. Everything's being wrapped up tomorrow, except I think one, and don't hold me accountable on that because I am not 100% sure about the other case, but I do know that um, the custodial case and the neglect case will be all done tomorrow. So I love that for you, Lori. Everybody, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for hanging around and listening. Thank you for all your kind words, advice, and comments. I will see you in the next one. Stay cool, stay beautiful, and love you all. See ya.